into my prediction and things like that. And I think I'm gonna go with Royval by decision. I mean, even with Joshua Van's high level boxing, I think he's on his way. And like I was just saying, I think without a doubt, once he's 23, once he start fighting the guys in his generation and the Brandon Morenos, the Pantojas, the KKFs, the Brandon Royvals, all those top 5 guys start to slow down and, get out the top 5 and stuff. I have no doubt that he will be fighting for titles. And to be honest, I don't have a doubt that he will eventually be a world champion and a pretty good one at that. But just right now, I was saying, Brandon Royval has been fighting at the top of the division for a long time now. We touched on, they've been trying to job him out for a long time. He's fought Pantoja multiple times. He's fought Brandon Moreno now. He's fought, like I said, Tyro. I don't always mispronounce the name. I think Tyro, I think it right. That Japan, undefeated prospect, Japanese one. Like I said, he's just been there. He's been there with everybody. He's seen just about everything. And I ultimately think the experience and just that's gonna edge him out a decision win over Joshua Van, especially in a matchup where you look at skill set for skill set, they kind of check each other out a lot of things. I guess you could make a case and say we haven't really seen Van. We've seen a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. But you can make a case and say Brandon Royval's grappling may be better, but like I was saying, I don't even think the fight is going to get there. I don't think neither of these guys are going to go for a takedown.
I think it's a chance. I think it's a small chance Royval shoots.
You think so? Possibly.
I feel like he's gonna try, bro. Everybody always get on him about his grappling. I think he's gonna try and prove people wrong, and he got the right matchup for it, bro. I think he gonna try. You said Royval decision.
Yeah, like I said, I just think the experience is gonna be a little.
I like that. I'm probably gonna go the same, bro. Royval decision. Do you think the fact that he's gonna fight twice in a month? He is our age, but at the same time, bro. You don't think 2 training camps in 30 days is... Yeah. I don't know, bro. That's a lie.
Yeah, it is a lie. I don't know. I honestly don't know because, it's so hard to gauge that type of thing when I watched him the last fight and he literally beat the brakes off of Bruno Silva without even getting punched, it felt like. So...
Flyweight's kind of different, though. But Flyweight's one of them divisions where, the fact Pantoja doing what he's doing is really ruining Flyweight, bro. Because not to get too fast, bro, but the fact that KKF even has a title shot right now is a little insane. But yeah, Royval has been holding that stuff down for a really long time, bro. We talked about it before the pod, the odds shifted making Royval the underdog. If y'all are some bettors, bro, go ahead and do it, bro. That plus 100, go ahead and double, man. I might even put my red money on it, bro. Double your money. Do it, bro. That's an easy underdog. I respect Joshua Van, too. I'm not going to act like he don't got a chance at all. It's only 3 rounds, and when you that fast and it looks like Joshua Van doesn't have any type of cardio issues, you got a chance. Yeah. With as many wars that Royval has been through, you have a chance. It's not like it's impossible to win, bro. It's just like, we just seen this story with Royval too many times. We've tried to get rid of him way too many times, bro. He's not going away. He's going to get that last Pantoja fight, and then we're going to do this all over again. But as far as fight-wise, they do fight a lot of the same ways. I think the only edge Joshua Van really has is his speed. But at the same time, bro, it's just the experience of Royval. I just can't get over it, bro.
Yeah, not facts. Yeah, camera cut out all this back.
You see me?
But, yeah, I can see you now. But, this is very, very evenly matchup. I think when you look at skill for skill, I think it's gonna come down to those intangible things like the IQ, experience, etc. You touched on something that's interesting. I kind of want to kind of talk about before we move on a little bit. Cameras off again. But yeah, or no, not yes, now. Dang. I was do you think the fact that Royval has been through those wars and those Pantoja fights, fighting Brandon Moreno, hell, his last fight against Tyro was pretty competitive. He's been doing this for years. He isn't old, but he has time. He has a lot
of wars.
A lot of wars. Do you think that could ultimately be a big difference maker in a matchup when you're fighting a young?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it brings up the question of age versus rest, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, at the same time, it's not like he's not rested from these wars and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, bro, them wars matter. Like, them hits matter. You feel those hits. Every fight, them hits get harder. They have to. And when you're going against somebody like Joshua Van, who's young, he's fast, he got great combinations, you gonna get hit. And
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I kind of feel like we also said at the same time, not to spoil any of the title fight conversation, but like kind of like we was talking about Pantoja earlier in the week. Like, you just really waiting for that last tile to fall, that last domino to fall over, just that last hit. Not to say that we like are waiting for somebody to lose, but it kind of is like that because we all know you can't win forever,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's really just one of the fights where I feel like if it's anybody in this division that's gonna beat Royval, it's probably gonna be Van.
yeah.
Probably. I mean, probably.
I would say out of anybody like in the division, he is.
That's what I said.
It's so hard to say because he's so young, but like he is like a prototypical matchup for a guy like Royval. Like when you think about what he can do with his hands, he has solid takedown defense if Royval wants to take there. And yeah, mostly just what he does with his hands and the fact that he can match Royval's pace. I think I think that's not really being spoken about. Like Van Heat, man, he puts a pace on guys. He fights. He's very active, man. He can.
Hell yeah. We saw it in his last fight.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Yeah,
I
like
think
you
it's gonna
said, if there
I
was,
think it's gonna be good. I got high expectations.
yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
want to say high expectations, but I don't know if you remember when we was doing our most fun fights of the year or most fun fights of the summer. This was in my top three. This was like number three for me, or number two. It
Yeah,
was two or three. Well, it was
that's so.
Cape, but even with the substitution of Van, I'm still happy with it. I actually like Van a lot more than Cape, so I think it'll
Yeah,
be cool.
yeah, for sure. Final pick for me, Royval decision. I'm gonna say Royval by
I'm gonna go
decision.
same Royval decision.
Royval by decision. Um, on to the next flyweight matchup. Alexandre Pantoja and KKF. Now you said another interesting thing. Pantoja is basically doing flyweight dirty by running through everybody. So now we just giving title shots out. I
Kinda.
mean, in so many words, that's what it seemed like he said. Should KKF be here? Like,
I
should
mean,
he
should
be?
he be here? No. He does not deserve this title fight, but that doesn't just because you don't deserve something doesn't mean you shouldn't get it. Because there's no one
That's
else to give it to at this point. But no, he does
yeah,
not deserve it. In the last 3 years, his only win is knocking out E. Craig.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. And even in that fight, like, I mean, honestly, I wasn't impressed because it's not like E. Craig isn't a good boxer, bro. But at the same time, bro, did you watch that fight? Did you ever watch it or watch it live?
yeah. I
Bro,
watched it.
a lot of
He
bro, it
kind
was
of
just
just
a lot, bro. I feel like they had striking counters, but a lot of it was just shadow boxing throughout the first round, and then he got caught with an encounter. So not to like try and say that KKF didn't do something impressive. It was just more so that that's the best thing you did in the last 3 years, and
yeah,
he wasn't even top five. You don't
yeah.
have a top five win in the last. Has it been anybody in the current top five?
Current top five, I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm saying.
But
Like I don't know, bro. But at the same time, he's still respectable. I'll say that because like if it's one thing I don't like about Pantoja, bro, he not like Marab. If Pantoja wants to box with you, he gonna stand up and try and bang, and he got a chin. But the
yeah,
same goes for him that we was just saying about Royval. And I know this is not a valid argument, bro. But you can only watch somebody get punched in the face so many times before like you start waiting, and that's why I feel like, man, KKF is low key fast, bro. Pantoja got a chin, but if it's somebody that's gonna catch him, and it's not, and Royval can't do it, and Van ain't ready to do it, this is the dude. This is our
yeah,
best shot. Will he do
yeah,
it though? Probably not. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Pantoja's gonna take him to the ground and probably smother him, bro. Will Pantoja get the finish? Maybe. I go back and forth, bro, because it could go decision. It really could go decision, bro.
yeah. Good.
But
It could go
KKF.
decision, or it could go submission in the second round. I feel like
That's what
it.
I'm saying. I love you
I
want to
don't
say third round submission, bro. I'm trying to
like.
put respect on KKF name, but at the same time, how can I put respect on somebody's name who has one win in 3 years and he's going against a champ that's dominated, just straight up dominated for that entire absence or that entire
Yeah,
stretch where he's fighting once a year?
yeah.
So I'm
No, I
probably gonna go
mean, yeah,
Pantoja by submission in the third, man. We're gonna see another defense from Pantoja. You know, we got some quotes to talk about. So you saw he said he don't want to move up to he doesn't have any interest in fighting Merab?
You sure? Because I thought I saw one that said if the fight was offered, he'd take it.
Oh man, we get that time of the year, bro. It's
Because
quotes and rumors from everywhere.
I was gonna say I saw one that's
I
saying yeah. So I
I
don't
saw one that
know.
said that he's not interested in moving up to fight Merab, and he's excited for the names left in his division. He had named like Joshua Van and like two other people, bro. But
He
man,
named
hey,
Van.
he ain't named Van.
Oh wow.
He
But
said
yeah,
Van.
I saw
I don't know if he said Cape. Dang, we might
I
have to get
saw
that fact checked. Hey, bro, it's that time, man. That's how you know it's fight week, though, bro. That's how you know it's fight week.
right. Everything just cut right. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah. I mean, it's like you said. It's hard to put so much stock into a guy who's while one guy has been dominating the division, literally beating everybody in the top 10, literally,
Yes,
like not
top to
trolling,
bottom.
literally outside of like maybe one or two guys. Who's been here active, not only active, but like dominating, getting better. And I'm supposed to just believe you're about to what? You knocked out the guy he beat as well without, and before that, what? You were like 0-2 in your last two, I believe. And like you said, no wins in the. I'm supposed to just believe you're just gonna like put on a masterclass performance and beat the guy who's been here dominating everybody. It's a hard ask, but I say that in the same breath. You know what I said earlier in the week? I said if there was an underdog on this card to win,
Yeah,
it would be Kai Car France. Well, that was before Brandon Royval got shifted,
yeah.
but that was before Royval got shifted. But even still, if there was another underdog to win on this card, it would be Kai Car France.
Do
Man,
you
listen,
think Kai Kara
his
France's
box,
only method of victory is KO? That's the only way you win.
yeah,
He not winning a
yeah,
decision like Pantoja, bro.
yeah,
So
because
what?
like, yeah, I don't know. His boxing is sharp. I mean, he has knockout power. I think he has like damn near 10 first round finishes. He has knockout power. His boxing sharp. His takedown defense actually isn't horrible, but I mean, at the same time, everybody got takedown defense until you in this octagon with Pantoja.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, he's even fought Pantoja once. It was only 2 rounds though, an Ultimate Fighter. It was a solid fight. He gave Pantoja. It was a, I mean, it was a Pantoja fight. Him hawking him down, taking him
yeah.
down. Him, KK, the stand. He defended a few takedowns, worked his way back up a few times, gave him, had some good striking counters, but you know what ultimately happens. That happens, and then Pantoja just chase you down, takes you down. But yeah, I do think it's gonna be a lot of, like you said, I like the word smother. I think he's just gonna do what he does to everybody. Just make sure he doesn't have space to work with, space to use his footwork and dance, set up those sharp boxing counters to catch him in. He's just gonna smother him, man.
So if you was to
And
put a number on it, what percentage do you give KKF to win?
like a 30-ish. I mean, because the knockout shot, Pantoja does get hit. So, like, in theory, he can be hit. And, like, like I
Hmm.
said, if there's anyone, listen, Kai Kara France is at the top of that division when it comes to, like hit power, knockout power, and, like, precision. He hits pretty hard. And like I said, his boxing is pretty sharp. But, and I suppose Pantoja is going to get hit. It's just that whole question of, like you said, how much how much of the mileage that Pantoja has on his chin already,
Yeah.
on his wars that he's fought, how much would that take into account? Because we know he's gonna get hit. I mean, I watched him in his last fight take a flying
He
knee
gonna get
going
it.
for a take.
He got a chin. He gonna get it.
He took a flying knee getting hit by Asakara, and he still took him down. He just ran through it and just took him down. So, like, I don't know. I'm at the point where Pantoja is like, I feel like he just can't be knocked out. Nobody's not gonna. If your game plan is to catch him with this one shot while he's like, he's not gonna. He's gonna walk through those one or two shots and he's gonna take you down.
That's why, like
Like that.
when I was rewatching the Easter fight, bro, it's just Pantoja's not about to sit there and shadow box with you for 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
Pantoja is
like
not gonna sit there and constantly just see the range and see how far and how long. He's not about to sit there and walk with you. And I
yeah,
kind of feel like, bro, the two fights before that you lost. So if that's all I got on you, I don't know, bro. It just feels like Pantoja's about to do this, bro. Like round two, round three. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because he is he was number 4.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah, number 4.
He's still top 5. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt in some way, bro. But I really just feel like Pantoja's about to do what he always do. And after he does this, we better hope Joshua Van had won, bro. Because if Joshua
Yeah,
Van doesn't win, you know what's next. We all
yeah.
know what's next. They are flyweights though. Didn't Moreno have the little 4? Who Moreno fight 4 times?
He fought Figgy like 3 or 4
Yeah, it was Figgy.
times. Yeah.
He fought Figgy 4 times, bro. So we about to have another one for the history books and flyweight if Royval wins, bro. Because whoever wins that fight is getting the next title fight. Because there is literally nobody else. I ain't gonna lie. While we on the topic, Cape, bro, you are officially the Armin Sarukian of flyweight.
Oh wow. Oh
You
wow.
are the Armin
Wow.
Sarukian of flyweight. This is like your
Wow.
6th time canceling a fight. This is the biggest
Yeah.
fight card you've been begging for. Man, I don't know if you saw his fight before this. I watched it live. It was like a fight night. He beat somebody. After he beat him, he ran out of the cage to Dana begging for a title fight. Let me show
Like
you. Give me a number 1 contender fight. Let me show you. Dana, please. Where he was literally begging on camera for a title, for a
yeah.
shot at the title, for a number. You got that, and this is what you did. This is what you did. So if Joshua Van loses, matter of fact, you are Mr. Rookie regardless. I ain't even gonna say if it works out and Van wins. You're done. So as far as this top 10 goes, if Pantoja beats him, we have nobody. There is nobody else. Do y'all really want to see Pantoja run through the top 10 again? Because I feel like at that rate, you're starting to bury the division. If you can run through your whole top 10 twice, on
Yeah.
top of the number 1, bro, their number 1 contender, he would have beaten him 4 times.
They might have to just if
We might have to make a
the
mercy
world
rule or something, bro. We can't let this go, bro.
mercy rule, what
Bro,
you
we
have to
can't just
drop
keep
your bill.
letting, bro. We can't just keep letting them do this, bro. I know back in the
What
day,
would the mercy rule be? You drop your belt after a certain amount.
after a certain
Like
amount of title defenses, bro, we need to move you to a different division, bro. We
wow.
can't make no money.
Wow.
Hey, well, Flyweight ain't making money anyways, but we can't make
Yeah.
no money with you as champ, bro. Let's call a spade a
I'm
spade.
just, I'm just looking at Pantoja right now. Matt Schnell, I think he's like top 15. Beat him. Um, Yeah, because that's who Steve Urcraig beat before he
Mm.
beat. So he has to be ranked, I'm sure. Moreno beat him once, beat him twice. Brandon Royval beat him twice. Steve Urcraig, Steve E. Craig, Kaya Sakura now. Alex Perez is like he's ranked for sure, probably like bottom top 10, maybe right outside the 10. Um, Lost to Figgy. Figgy's out the division. Yeah, like if he
He's one of
beats
the
Kai
most
Kara.
prominent people in the division at one point.
Yeah, Figgy. Yeah, if he beats Kai Kara,
He's just
and,
running
and
through
Joshua
everybody.
Van and Joshua Van doesn't win, we are counting on the streets are counting on Joshua Van
I mean,
to keep
another
the
part of
division
it
moving.
is, bro, man, Flyweight is low-key one of the divisions where, man, they don't leave, bro. KKF has been
Yeah,
top 5. I mean, he lost 2 fights, but he's been top 5 for 4 or 5 years.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
man, Brandon Royval ain't going nowhere. Cape is, bro. If Joshua Van fails, bro, we done, bro. Joshua Van is our last hope. I'm gonna have to change my prediction, bro. Bro, because
No,
Cape just let us down, bro. And you know what
yeah.
that means? That means if Joshua Van loses, we back to lightweight, bro. This is lightweight, 125 lightweight, bro. If
But
Van
that's the new
loses,
thing.
if Van loses with Cape pulling out, this will be 125 lightweight, bro. We
What
gonna
if
feed, bro.
Cafe don't get no grace, man? At least he gave him a notice, man. At least Cafe gave him a notice, bro.
He
You
pulled out
can't
like,
just call.
yeah, he gave him a notice, and now somebody's fighting twice in a month. That's what happened. You gave us, you didn't even give us you gave us 2 months, or I mean 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Yeah,
for a fight
yeah.
you begged for. I'm gonna go rewatch that clip because I watched that live, bro. Mike, I don't know if you saw it, he hopped out the cage and begged Dana, bro. I've never, man.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. He beat the guy that Royval or not Royval. He beat Bruno Silva after that.
Man,
Yeah,
that
that's funny. And they both and now there. Look, he took his spot. That's hilarious. But
it's up to
um,
Joshua Van, man. You ready?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, you ain't
yeah.
ready. You not ready for the main. You ain't ready for the main. You
Hold
ain't.
on, hold on. You didn't even give a final prediction yet. I think we need a concrete prediction
My bad, Joe.
before.
I got Ilya on my mind. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. You got yeah. We need to give a concrete final prediction before we
Pantoja,
do anything.
Pantoja's gonna put him in the R&R or RNC in third.
You know, everybody got Ninja Toke fever. Apparently, Ninja Toke is like
I can see
the
that.
most.
Hey, I'm telling you, I agree, bro. I can see that, bro. I can
So I'm
definitely see
gonna
that.
go. I'm gonna go. Pantoja via Darce. I'm gonna go. I think KKF is gonna last. He's not gonna last the first. He's gonna.
That's a good prediction. I could definitely see. I can see him trying to keep the distance, trying to size him up, and Pantoja just hops on him, bro. I could
Yep. I'm gonna
definitely
go
see
four.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna go round four. Round four. KKF gets put in the Darce. I'm gonna go round four.
Pantoja streak slip and moves on, bro. So what happens next? So you agree with what if Pantoja wins, he's gonna get the winner of Royval and Van?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, if Van loses, you have to give Roy Viles that fight.
I
I
ain't
mean,
lying, Royval gets a fourth fight. He not losing, and we getting the fifth fight, bro.
well, okay, so that's another. So if he were to beat Pantoja and
We have
well,
to do
Pantoja,
that. We 100% have to, bro. You cannot, hell, hey, you cannot run your division and beat somebody or beat somebody 3 times and then lose to him once. And I ain't like UFC would not try and give him that fight either, bro.
okay, so
They
what if
have to though. You have to. But
what
that's
if
me.
Pantoja what if Pantoja wins the fifth fight? Does Brandon Roy Viles get a rematch?
Hey. Hey, if Pantoja won the fifth fight, bro, Roy Vaz is gonna have to do what he did last time, bro. You're gonna have to run through the division all over again, bro. He's not doing
Wait,
it.
hold on. Let's get this right. Let's get. He fought him. He's fought him. Okay. No. This will only be their third fight.
Oh, this only a third.
Yeah, this is their third fight. This is
Oh,
a
that all
trilogy. So
right. That's cool.
okay,
That's cool. All right, that's a
yeah,
lot
it's a
better. That's a
trilogy.
lot better, bro.
Because he fought him. He fought him when his first defense, and he fought him like a while ago, like years ago,
Yeah,
like
so it
2020.
was 3 times. Or no? Oh no, his first defense. That was his first. Roy Vaz his first defense.
Yeah, and he fought him before like he had the belt, like they were in the
Oh,
rankings.
so this will be number 3.
Like yeah, so a trilogy ain't too.
Yeah, but
It's
we
just
still
when you
yeah,
get
but I got a
finished by
feeling. I got a feeling
it's just when you get
we go into max territory with this one, bro. Roy Val is
yeah, it's
gonna
just
get maxed to 125.
when you get finished by someone and then you fight him again, you get dominated for five. It's like
And
it does feel
Flyweigh's
like
so
a
desperate, bro. Not to harp on it for much longer than we need to, bro. But they so desperate, bro. As soon as somebody got a knockout, you just gave him a title fight, bro. It didn't matter what he did the last 5 years. It didn't matter what he did the last 10. It didn't matter what he did last year. It don't matter how bad KKF looked in his last 2 fights before the last one, bro. We need
yeah.
somebody for Pantoja, bro. Somebody, somebody got to take care of him, bro. And
Well, hey,
maybe
what's to call it?
Marab needs to move down, bro.
Craig knocked out Matt Schnell, and I don't even think Matt Schnell was top 10 when he knocked. I think he was like 11 or 12 or something. He might have been 9. He knocked out Matt Schnell, and then
He got the title fight.
lo and behold, he got a title fight. So yeah, like you said, I guess.
Man, Dana called somebody from a whole different continent, bro. So we reaching territories, bro. Where I really think, bro, I'm starting to really come to this conclusion. Marab loves Volk so much, bro. The only way to really fix this, bro, is to have Marab move down, bro. I don't know
A
if Marab
one
can
two
cut. I don't know if
a
Marab
one.
can cut a whole another 120, another 10 pounds, bro. Mike, nobody's beating Pantoja, bro. We can't just keep doing this. This is not 2008 no more, where Shevchenko defends 10 times and John Jones defends 20 times and DC going his own 4-5 defense streak and Anderson Silva running around defending the belt 30 times. This is not that no more, bro. Our champs do not do that unless your name is Islam. We don't, in Islam, there's only 3. Man, we don't do that no more, bro. Somebody gotta do it, bro. Somebody.
No,
Can't even
Joshua
have a
Van.
conversation of what's next.
Yeah, we can't. We can't. It's just like yeah, yeah.
That's dominance,
So
though,
yeah,
bro. That's dominance.
So I say round 4, Darce choke. You said round, what'd you say?
Round 3, rear naked.
Round 3.
Not one more thing before we move on to the greatest main event of all time, bro. How you feel about that number 9 pound for pound ranking though? We got to talk about it while we on Pantoja. He only
Oh,
gets
yeah,
so much shine. We may as well while it's on my mind, bro.
yeah,
How you
yeah.
feel about that number 9 ranking?
I felt like this for a long time. He has, for a long standing time, been the most underrated champion that the UFC that we've seen in the last few years. I mean, when you think about his activity, his dominance, his will, he doesn't pick his willingness to fight anybody, just his everything. Yeah, and then when you look and he's barely cracking the top 10 of a pound for pound ranking when out of all active champs, I believe, yeah, he has the most defenses. He has, or what, is he tied with Islam maybe with 3? But he has the most defenses.
This is number 4.
Because what, Kaya Sakara, Brandon Royval, who did he fight right after Royval? He fought,
Thought he
no, I'm
fought.
not blanking. Oh, E-Craig.
So this would be 4.
Yeah, this would be 4. He
This would
would
be
have
4
the
for them,
most.
man. I'm not 100% sure. I don't got it in front of me, bro, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 people that aren't champ styles in front of him. It might have been Pereira and it was Pereira and somebody else that was ahead of him, man. Was Bilal still ahead of him?
Maybe
Or
Bilal.
Illia. It
Or
might have been Illia, but Illia's kind of in the middle. But regardless, bro, you got people ahead of him that, like, Bilal won the title when you put him ahead of him. Big Ank is ahead of him. Not that I guess it's not more impressive to win at heavier weights, bro, but we're not going to act like he's not just straight dominating his competition, bro.
yeah,
We're not
yeah,
going to
no.
fault somebody because they choose. And I really feel like a part of it is if you don't make that much noise and you don't cry out and you don't try and get double champ fights and you don't dye your hair and you don't cuss people out on social media and you don't speak and you don't speak English too and you're not a fan favorite, they just don't care about you. It kind of seems like
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh,
no.
who cares? Who cares that this guy's defended the belt 3 times and has never taken out and never bagged out of a fight, never said no to a fight. Let's just throw Bilal ahead of him. Let's just throw Big Ink ahead of him. Let's throw Sean Strickland ahead of him. Let's throw
Yeah,
Alex Pereira after getting dominated ahead of him.
yeah. Yeah, there's no reason for him to be outside of the top 5 of the pound for pound rankings, and I'm sure we'll make our own soon. But there's no reason for him to be outside of the top 5. And if you're not a champion, there's damn sure no reason for you not to be over him, especially when you think of his body of work. He lapped the division before he even got the belt. Think about, and then he got the belt and he's doing it again. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
They just,
Respect
man,
Pantoja.
it's just not respecting flyweights, and it's not even his fault. It's not his fault that y'all don't put flyweights on the map, bro. That's really y'all.
Yeah.
Flyweights give us a lot hell of them, a lot hell of them more fun fights than light heavyweight ever has. Sorry to break it to you, the middleweight has since it's. I don't want to shit on DDP, bro, but I'm just saying, bro. They don't get they giving us a lot more better fights, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what it is. Like you said, all the extra politics. But I don't wanna kill your time too much because eventually it's gonna be my time where I talk about someone who I'm excited. Actually, I don't think I'm excited ever be excited for someone like you and Ilya. But so I mean,
No,
let's
that's
just.
because you haven't had the opportunity to, because nobody meets the excellence of Ilya Taporia.
I guess
Nobody
I'll
has.
let you. Yeah, let you take this one away.
I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie, the main event is starting, y'all. This is a main event that I've been waiting for a really long time. Now I thought it was gonna be Islam, but y'all know Islam went bok chicken, and he decided to go to a new division. But that's even cooler because Ilya's gonna win whoever they put in front of him, regardless. But if it's one thing I love about the UFC, they know that styles makes fights. They make fights. Yeah. I'd be tired too. Hey, Charles is gonna be real tired on Saturday, baby, because Ilya Taporia is winning in the first round. I'm going first round KO when Ilya Taporia tells me for months that somebody's going to sleep. I believe him. Max, sleep. Bulk, sleep. I mean, you want to, hey, I don't know. Maybe I should ask you because you're a big Bronx fan. Would you rather have him walking around looking like Emmett, or do you want him to go to sleep? Me personally, I have what's in Charles' best interest, and that's going to sleep. Ilya Taporia is going to piece him up. Man, I ain't going to lie to y'all, bro. I'm going to give y'all a little breakdown. I know I don't got to. Y'all don't need the synopsis. You don't need none of it. Bitch, we going to watch Charles try and push Ilya. He's going to try and press him for it, and the only circumstance where he gets knocked out in the second is if in that first initial push he successfully takes him down. But if Ilya stuffs that takedown, I'm gonna look around the room. I'm gonna look directly in your eyes. I'm gonna look in Trail's eyes. I'm gonna look at the bartender's eyes. If Ilya stuffs that takedown, that fight's not lasting for a minute more. That fight might not even last 2 or 3 minutes more. Now, I got to give Charles some type of respect as the submission specialist as he is. I get him most submissions in the UFC history, grappling, this, that, and the third. But after what I saw with Armin, bro, this is just another KKF. Not to disrespect him because he's a former champ and everything. You beat Michael Chandler. You beat Michael Chandler by decision. You went to decision with Michael Chandler. You listen for him. All I'm saying is this, y'all. Hey, Mike, I ain't gonna hold the floor, bro. But you know what's gonna happen, bro. You know what's gonna
Do I?
happen, bro,
Do I?
bro, man. Bronx
Do I?
is hit. Bronx is a punching bag. He's a punching bag, and the way he fights sometimes, bro. He truly does believe that he got the power to do it, bro. He gonna throw him, bro. All I'm gonna say is that he's also, man. The counters is gonna come. The counters is coming. It's gonna be a really hard Sunday for a lot of y'all, bro. But for me, not only do I get to watch Illia Topuria, I get to watch history. We get to watch the new, reigning, defending, undisputed, not just lightweight title, not just double champ, not just featherweight champ, but number one pound for pound, Illia the Matador Topuria, number one pound for pound, Illia. We get to watch Illia Topuria. Yes. Like, I am so excited, bro. You know we gonna see, bro. Oh my god, he's gonna have the belt. And you know what gets to happen next? We get to job out Charles, bro, and we get to watch Patty Pimblett versus.
We get to watch Patty Pimble versus Gaethje or Charles. You said.
I said Ilya, bro, because I don't know if you know, but Ilya chooses who he defends, who he puts his belt up against, bro.
Yeah, I'm very full aware of that. I'm very full aware
If
of that.
Ilya say that he want Patty, bro,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. Patty is a tweet away from giving Ilya the excuse that this is who I want to fight over Armin Sarukian. we ain't gonna. We ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. Hey, you can make your prediction, bro. I'm gonna enjoy. Hey, I'm gonna enjoy the next 2 days.
What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
Ilya Taporia is gonna knock him out at the end of round 1, bro. In the middle of round. No, I ain't gonna. No. I can't do that. I ain't gonna be the casual, bro. I'm gonna say Charles gonna get knocked out in round 2, bro. I'm gonna give him some percent. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes.
So, I just want to start off by saying if Charles Oliveira, if all he had to do was, beat Josh Emmett and get a title shot, he would have submitted him in the second round. He wouldn't have been looking like a bloody Josh Emmett or
He
whatever.
just beat.
Or whatever you said. He wouldn't have been looking like a bloody or whatever you said. He would have got him out of there in the second or third round and submitted him. I'll just say that.
And then
I'll just start off by saying that because that's the first point that I want to just
only
relay.
God knows how long Michael Chandler would have lasted with Ilya, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Only God knows.
That's the first point I will relay.
Man.
Two, yeah. Let's talk about the styles that you kind of
Styles make
touched on.
fights. Styles make
Yeah,
fights.
styles do make fights, and this is an interesting. I wish it happened about 3 years earlier, but whatever. This is an
It changed
interesting.
nothing.
Anyways, styles do make fights. You got the stand up, jiu-jitsu artist, submission artist, most finishes in UFC, most submissions in UFC history. Obviously, don't have to talk about his ground game and his wrestling, his grappling, etc. But I mean, like you said, Charles does love to stand back. And he loves to come forward, and he comes forward with the mindset of I can take one to give mine and get you on the ground and do what I have to do and just get you out of there. Like I can take I can take yours to get mine. But the problem is when you fighting a guy as refined and sharp and smart, specifically, and I didn't even say powerful. And I'm sure his 150, he will be even more powerful at 155. it's just not a good matchup for Charles. It's just not. Listen, Ilya said it himself. Charles is gonna come. Charles is the bigger guy. He's the reach and all that. Charles is not about to play the manage the distance game and
Yeah, he's
have to try
not.
to come forward and try to either like finish him or knock him out or like get him on the ground and
Close
try to
distance to go for a takedown. Yeah,
exactly. He's gonna try to finish him or like long story. He's gonna try to finish him and come forward. That is Ilya's best. Listen, that's Ilya's best like
you walking into the trap. That's what you're doing. You're not
that's
even.
his best matchup. I mean, when you think about a guy who gets hit, I don't know if I've seen a champion outside of maybe, I don't know, DDP or no, Pantoja maybe, who got hit more than, or knocked down, or
And
took as much
Charles,
damage as Charles as a champion. But listen, I watched him, as much as I don't like to admit it, I watched Michael Chandler find his chin last fight. And if you're getting rocked and stunned by Michael Chandler, as he did the first fight they fought, he gets knocked down by everybody. And when you put a guy who gets knocked down by everybody, even as dangerous as he is with his own striking and his ground game, even as dangerous he is, when you put a guy who gets knocked down by everybody against Ilya, that's just simply against a more powerful Ilya that
he's
we're
not
thinking.
gonna hit him, bruh.
It's just not.
He's
And
not.
yeah, even,
He's not
yeah,
gonna hit Ilya. You're not gonna. Bro. Ilya. Not only is he. I mean, obviously he's smaller than him. Ilya is fast. You're
yeah.
you're you're not about to catch him. You are.
Footwork
You're
is
gonna. He's gonna get fucked up trying to catch Ilya, bro. You're not doing that. Bro.
his footwork is amazing. His head movement is amazing, yeah, and Charles is a good striker, but I mean, Ilya just struck with Max Holloway. Talk about a good striker. Like, you can talk about a good striker, and then you could talk about Max Holloway. Charles is a good striker, and then there's Max Holloway. He just stood up with Max Holloway and figured out how to knock him out. So if he figured out how to knock out the guy who literally nobody could figure out, Volk couldn't do it, Yair couldn't do it, Arnold Allen couldn't do it, Brian Ortega couldn't do it. I can go on and on. Justin Gaethje couldn't do it. And you got a guy who everybody who has found their chin, and you put him against Ilya, a more powerful Ilya. The math kind of does itself, man. I'm gonna go Ilya TKO. Actually, is it gonna be? That might be a good. Is it gonna be a ref stoppage like TKO, or will he put him like right
He's
to?
gonna put him. He's gonna put him to sleep, bro.
Oh man,
With
it's
Charles'
probably
age, and we were talking about wars earlier. With Charles' age and wars and stuff, bro. And even with the wars, he was at least getting knocked down during the wars, bro. I ain't
yeah. This
lie,
just
man. Maybe I should just stop saying that glass is his chin. I mean, chin's is glass. Maybe it's just Ilya, bro. Because Max had never been knocked out, or was he knocked down? I think he wasn't. He had been knocked
never
out.
been knocked. Oh, Gaethje knocked him down once.
Yeah, I'll say barely. What, one knockdown, two knock? I think maybe in one of the DP fights. I don't know, but like one or two knockdowns, never knocked out, and Ilya did that to him, bro. Outside of Islam, Volk was fucking his division up, and Ilya did that to him, bro. So I kind of just feel like, I mean, MMA math isn't real, bro, but the style math is real, bro.
It's just.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna say
KO,
yeah. The
bro.
style. It's just the style is just too. It's too. I don't want to say it's too easy, but like this is Ilya's dream fight. Like
So man, if Ilya
comes.
if Ilya stuff takedowns, I'm not gonna lie, he's knocking him out in the first round. But I will ask you this: if Charles is somehow successful with the grapple game, what do you give? What would you give his odds? Do you
If he
think? Do you
can
think?
get, he's bigger and longer than him, and I don't know how he's probably not stronger, but he's bigger and longer. And I would like to think his just grappling skills and technique is better. So if he gets him to the ground, which is a possibility, I that's true. Now you're playing everything we were just saying for Ilya and how like
I don't know.
this
Ilya
is
got some submission wins, bro.
yeah,
He's
we
like
like
that
to
on the.
think that, but like
I don't know.
once
I
again,
saw
it's
on Mr.
easy to have
Wilson.
submission. Hey, listen, I I'll just say this: we all are told, and we've been told things a lot of times. And one thing we've been told is Ilya is this world class submission guy and specialist, and he had
You saw what he did to
his.
Bryce Mitchell, bro.
We saw what he did to Bryce Mitchell, but Bryce Mitchell ain't. Anyways, we
No,
saw his.
that was peak Bryce Mitchell. I ain't gonna Ilya ended Bryce Mitchell's career, bro.
Yeah,
Bryce ain't bounced back.
that was peak Bryce Mitchell. Yeah, you're right. He was undefeated. That was peak Bryce Mitchell. But
Ilya did that, bro.
the point is, we're told Ilya has all these striking credentials. His base was, grappling. His base of grappling. We haven't seen it. Listen, I understand he submitted 8 guys in Cage Warriors or LFA or wherever he was fighting, but none of those guys have I'm sure have the expertise of Charles Oliveira. And at
Oh
the end of the
man,
day, everything we just said for Illia in the stand up, if it goes to the ground, that's Charles' game. So if it goes to the ground, best and believe I will have my eyes open because it will be
I don't know,
Charles.
if it goes
I
to the
think
ground, Ilya is gonna submit him, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think Ilya wants to. Ilya talks.
I give it,
Ilya
I
talks.
give it
I don't think he wants to go to the ground with
I
Charles.
give it
He
a
doesn't.
30. Hey man, 30% chance Ilya submits him, bro.
I don't think he wants to do that. I think if Charles gets him down, he's gonna not panic, but he doesn't want that. I'll just say that he doesn't want as much as
Ilya's gonna finish him on the ground, bro.
he doesn't want that. Do you really think he wants that, EJ? If
No,
he
I
wants
don't
to be
think he
able,
wants that, but I think he can handle that if it goes to the ground. I think he's gonna submit him. And then once he submits Charles Oliveira, bro, hey, y'all ain't gonna want to hear from me, bro, man. If he submits
so,
Charles
so
Oliveira, he's top 5, bro.
So another question. We talked so much about like styles and stuff. We're talking, like I said, you got Ilya, such a great boxer.
Mm.
Charles walking forward, taking not really good defensively, takes a lot of damage going against a powerful, sharp guy. Ilya is just horrible for him. Now, when you think about the size, Charles probably is the bigger guy, even though it doesn't look it. But I don't know if it. I don't know. He's
He's
definitely
longer,
taller.
but I feel like Ilya just got. He like Murad as far as base wise. He got the big
Yeah,
base.
He's more. Yeah, but
Cocky's, yeah.
Ilya is the smaller guy. Will that play a factor? I mean, and just not even the size alone, but just I mean, even Charles' style. I mean, he has a lot of like weapons. Like what he uses his kicks well. He throws elbows in the clinch well. The knees. I mean even his punch. He just has a lot to throw at Ilya. Whereas with Charles, I mean, I don't want to say all you have to worry about is his boxing, but all you have to worry about is his which is really good boxing. But all you have to worry about is boxing. Could Charles Styles, like just him being able to do more and do so much, and pair alongside with his, expertise on the ground, could that be a problem for Ilya or not really?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think nothing's a problem for Ilya. Maybe I'm just not the person to ask, bro. But
Yeah,
man,
I don't think you are the person to ask.
I don't
I
really,
don't.
bro. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be a problem for everybody, bro. It's hard to see Charles doing it, bro. Because this would be Charles' turn. This would have to be Charles turning the clock. This would be him. He would have to turn the clock.
Yeah,
And I
he
don't know,
looked good.
man.
He looked good against Michael Chandler. He looked like a vintage Charles Oliveira against Michael Chandler.
Bro, everybody looks good against Michael Chandler, bro. That your name is Tony
Well,
Ferguson.
okay, he looked vintage against Armand Sarukian too, though. He almost you keep acting like it didn't happen, but he almost, man. If there are 30 seconds on that clock, he chokes out. He chokes Armand
Man, Armin got
Sarukian.
out of it, bro. Armin got out of
No,
it,
he
bro.
didn't. He did not get out of that.
He
He
got
did
out
not
of
get
it,
out.
bro. He
No,
got
he
out
got
of
out
it,
the
bro.
first one. He got out the. He didn't get out the Darst. He didn't get out the Darst. He didn't get
Oh
out the bench
man,
choke.
man,
The clock
he
let him out.
lost, bro. He lost to Armin,
Clock,
bro.
the clock let him out.
He
So
lost
you
to
keep
Armin,
saying
bro.
that Armin fight. You keep saying that Armin fight shows something. You ain't gonna act like Charles wasn't. You ain't gonna act like that wasn't a split decision, bro. You're not gonna act like Charles didn't damn near finish him, and you're not gonna act like Charles didn't
I
have
guess, bro.
put up a really competitive. You get yeah,
He won
whatever.
around. He won around. He won around.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
He won
whatever.
around.
Whatever. I guess my decision or my prediction would be Ilya. I
Go ahead
think
and say it, bro. Say first round. Just say number one, bro. He's gonna
Ilya's
knock
gonna flatline him, and he's gonna just put him to
first
sleep. It's
round.
not even gonna be
First
as
round. First
in this.
round.
Charles Oliveira is gonna last 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go second round. He's gonna knock him out in the second round.
You know he's not, bro. You gotta
Yes,
let no
he
bro.
is.
They made this fight for Ilya because Ilya is the new face of the UFC. That is what all this shit is about, bro. They put him
Really,
against.
really,
I ain't gonna lie,
really.
bro. This is really Armin Sarukian's fight, bro. Armin Sarukian should be the champion right now. Ilya should be fighting him, bro. I'm still on. Hey, I'm still on that shit, bro.
Get there. How do you get there?
Islam got saved when Armin got hurt, bro. This is really Armin Sarukian's division, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm an Armin Sarukian believer, bro. Armin should really be in this fight right now, bro. But we gotta job somebody out for Ilya. If anybody deserves to be jobbed out, bro, bro, it's Ilya Taporia, bro. We gotta get him a double champ fight. He about to knock him out, and I ain't gonna lie. Well, before we go, bro, while we on the topic, bro, Armin Sarukian is the only threat to Ilya Taporia. I'm gonna let that be known now. Before what?
I think him and Gaethje would be very interesting. I'll just say
Hey,
that.
yeah, we're gonna probably get into that too on what Monday too. Whenever we record again, we gotta celebrate and talk about the future of lightweight with Ilya Taporia being the new champ, bro.
That's
We
if
go,
Ilya wins. That's if Ilya wins.
Ilya's going to win. We're gonna get in all that, bro. But if Arman can't beat Illia, man, y'all best bet is Islam winning the welterweight title, bro. Because Illia's gonna run this shit. Man, y'all fucked up when y'all let him leave. Like, when y'all let Illia leave featherweight, y'all really messed up, bro. Y'all really messed up. You think Patty is doing something to him? Man,
Yeah,
y'all playing.
and that's
Y'all
gonna
shit.
be a fight. That's gonna be a fight that breaks your heart, and I can't wait. And I can't wait.
Oh man, that was
And
a
I
wrong
can't.
example.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
your heart would be broken if DP wasn't already quitting to be dad with his third fucking baby, fourth fucking baby. You retiring for that shit? Y'all was praying for DP to hopefully beat Max and try and fight Ilya, because that's y'all best chance. Because you all know DP is the only chance. DP ain't even do shit his whole career. We gonna get into that too with his fight coming up. We're gonna get into that too. But
Oh
Ilya's gonna
yeah,
run this division. It's not a name in sight that can touch him outside of Armin Sarukian. And if Armin
Justin Gaethje
Sarukian
is
fails,
a great
nobody.
fight. Justin Gaethje is a great fight, I'd say. But
Max Holloway pieced him up for
yeah, Max
fucking
Holloway.
for.
Max Holloway.
And what
Yeah,
did
Max
Ilya
Holloway.
do? And what did Ilya do to Max Holloway?
Well, that's what he did to Max. He didn't do it to Gaethje.
What
He
did
did it to
he
Max.
do?
That's what he did. That's what he did to
Yeah, hey,
Max.
yeah, and yeah, I swear to God, hey man, I'm praying for. I really hope Charles shoots so Ilya can show y'all, bruh. So I don't got to hear
Yeah,
this wrestling shit for the rest of his
yeah,
title reign, bruh. Hey,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
really hope Charles shoot, bruh. So because when Ilya stops that takedown, I can't wait till he is champ, bro, dude. Do you know he's gonna do to Justin Gaethje? I swear, keep him going. We need some more jobbers for Ilya Saporia. Keep it going, bro. Brent, keep him going,
Jobbers,
bro. Keep the
jobbers.
jobbers coming.
Justin Gaethje's a jobber.
Ilya
Wow.
Saporia is gonna knock him the fuck out. Ilya is gonna make him go to sleep. Oh my god, that's gonna be the greatest knockout ever, bro. You know how I feel about Gaethje, bro. It's gonna put him to sleep, bro.
Hey, we doing all this work? Do we do all this talking about Ilya being a,
Like,
like I said, he's supposedly this great all time wrestler. Hey, I wonder why he didn't stick around for Mobzar. Maybe Ilya has. I wonder why he was so adamant on not fighting Armand.
would you rather fight Mobzar
Maybe
or
Ilya,
fight for a double champ?
maybe Ilya isn't this wrestler that we. I don't know, man. I'm just. I don't know. Hey, maybe. I mean,
I'll
why
tell
was
you
he
this:
so
he not a
adamant that
wrestler,
he
but he
wasn't
put him
fighting?
to sleep. He
Oh
ain't a
yeah.
wrestler, but he gonna put him to sleep, bro. That's what he gonna do. This is Ilya Taporia, the Matador, the legend. I ain't gonna lie, bro. After he wins this, I'm gonna need Bruce to come out with the one and only, bro. It's only right, bro.
Yeah, and
It's only right. It's
on
only
that
right.
note, I think it's been a great episode.
Oh wow.
I think it's been an amazing episode for you guys. EGF off the Ilya rails. Talking about Joshua Van, everything's been amazing, been fun. And I think that about does it, man. I think about does. You got any more? You got any more? Anything that's anything, anything.
Hey, y'all. I'm sorry that y'all have to deal with me now, but y'all gonna have to even deal with me more next pod, bro. You gotta come though. 'Cause it's only fun, bro. Unless you're a Charles fan, then you should probably bring some tissues or some shit. Hey, y'all can still come though, but you'll be here, right? You'll be here to console them, try and let them know that this ain't the end for Charles. Hey, y'all see, but it's gonna be a fun weekend. I hope y'all enjoy Saturday just as much as me, bro. I really hope y'all do. I swear, I've never just end it, bro. I could go for days. Just end it, bro. Just
Yeah,
go.
you can.
Just go,
On
bro.
that note, Split Decision Pod, we're out of here. Follow us on our Instagram
Yes,
and
sir.
TikTok at Split Decision Pod 2_. Same from the Instagram, man. We're trying to get some content out. Trying to put all of our updates on there. And I mean, share, like, and subscribe, and peace out.
See y'all.